This video is a heartfelt tribute to the legendary wrestlers we've lost, celebrating their unforgettable contributions to wrestling and the lasting legacies they've left behind. Their passion and dedication continue to inspire millions. We also share emotional updates about R-Truth, whose recent news has touched fans worldwide. Join us in honoring their incredible lives and reflecting on their impact. Don't forget to subscribe to keep their inspiring stories alive for generations to come. Peter Maivia, born Fanane Lefi, Pita Maivia in Samoa, was a pioneering professional wrestler and a respected patriarch of the legendary Anoa'i wrestling family, known worldwide for their immense impact on sports entertainment. Known as the High Chief, Maivia proudly showcased his Samoan heritage in the ring, sporting traditional Polynesian tattoos and embracing a persona rooted deeply in his culture. Maivia's wrestling style was a powerful blend of strength, agility, and charisma, making him a fan favorite across the globe. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, he competed in major wrestling promotions in New Zealand, Australia, and the United States. His significant run in the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, helped establish him as a major draw, where his matches were marked by a commanding presence and strong connection with audiences. While primarily celebrated as a heroic figure, Maivia also demonstrated versatility by portraying a villain later in his career. Beyond his own accomplishments, Peter Maivia's greatest legacy lies in the wrestling dynasty he helped build. He was the grandfather of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, one of wrestling's biggest stars turned Hollywood icon. Maivia also mentored numerous Samoan wrestlers, passing on his passion and knowledge. This guidance helped launch the careers of many prominent figures such as the Wild Samoans, Yokozuna, and Roman Reigns, making the Anoa'i family one of wrestling's most influential bloodlines. Tragically, Maivia, but his influence endures. His contributions to professional wrestling were honored with a posthumous induction into the WWE Hall of Fame, securing his place as a true legend whose impact continues to resonate through generations. Louie Spicolli, born Louis Mucciolo Jr. on December 10, 1966, was a dynamic and charismatic professional wrestler whose presence left a lasting impression during the 1990s wrestling scene. Known for his versatility and engaging personality, Spicolli made his mark in major promotions such as the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW. Spicolli began his wrestling career in the late 1980s, quickly gaining attention for his high-flying moves and sharp comedic timing. His early work showcased a blend of athleticism and humor, which helped him stand out among his peers. In the WWF, he performed under the ring name Rad Radford, portraying a cocky rocker with a rebellious attitude and theatrical flair. Although he never reached the main event spotlight, Spicolli's ability to combine humor and wrestling skill made him a memorable and entertaining figure to fans. After his WWF stint, Spicolli transitioned to WCW, where he reinvented himself and continued to impress audiences. He worked closely with notable wrestlers such as Eddie Guerrero and Chris Jericho, further proving his adaptability and in-ring prowess. His time in WCW allowed him to demonstrate a more serious edge while still retaining the charisma that endeared him to fans. Tragically, Louie Spicolli's promising career and life were cut short when he died at the age of 31 from an accidental drug overdose. His sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, but his impact remains felt by those who admired his passion and talent. Today, Spicolli is remembered fondly by wrestling fans for his dedication, entertaining performances, and the unique personality he brought to the sport. His legacy endures as a testament to his love for wrestling and the joy he brought to the ring. Candi Devine, born January 1st, 1959, was a beloved professional wrestler whose influential career spanned several decades and left an indelible mark on women's wrestling, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire. Devine rose to prominence in the 1980s and 1990s, competing in major promotions such as the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling. Known for her unique blend of athleticism and captivating showmanship, she brought a compelling energy to the ring that captivated audiences worldwide. Her dynamic style helped elevate women's wrestling during a time when female athletes were fighting for recognition and respect in the industry. Throughout her career, Candi Devine held numerous championships, including prestigious women's titles in various promotions. She faced off against some of the era's top female wrestlers, proving herself as a fierce competitor and skilled technician. Beyond her in-ring success, Devine was a dedicated mentor, offering guidance and encouragement to younger wrestlers striving to make their mark. Off the mat, Candi was admired not only for her talent, but also for her warmth, kindness, and professionalism. She was known for her positive attitude and genuine care for both fans and fellow wrestlers, making her a respected figure in the wrestling community. Her passing was deeply mourned across the wrestling world, where she is remembered as much for her trailblazing role in advancing women's wrestling as for her impressive achievements. Candi Devine's contributions helped pave the way for future generations of female wrestlers, securing her place as a true pioneer and lasting inspiration in the sport. Billy Travis was a well-respected individual known for his dedication to his community and his impactful work across various fields. Raised in a small town, he quickly earned a reputation for his strong work ethic and unwavering commitment to excellence. Throughout his career, Travis's accomplishments brought him recognition, but it was his genuine kindness, generosity, and strong moral values that truly set him apart. He made a lasting difference not only through his professional achievements, but also through the personal connections he fostered with those around him. Life wasn't without its challenges for Travis. Over the years, he faced several health issues that often slowed him down, but his resilience and determination never wavered. Many admired his ability to push forward despite adversity, embodying strength and grace in difficult times. His positive outlook and perseverance became a source of inspiration to friends, family, and community members alike. Tragically, Billy Travis unexpectedly from a heart attack. His sudden shocked those who knew him well, leaving a deep void in the lives of his family, friends, and community. The loss was profoundly felt by many, as he had been an important and cherished figure in their lives. Despite his untimely passing, Travis's legacy continues to inspire. His life serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of perseverance, kindness, and living with purpose. The values he lived by and the impact he made remain vivid in the memories of those fortunate enough to know him. Billy Travis's story is one of strength and compassion, a legacy that encourages others to face life's challenges with dignity and to always strive to make a positive difference in the world around them. Salvatore Bellomo, born June 18, 1951, in Hornu, Belgium, was a beloved professional wrestler whose career spanned more than 40 years. Rising to prominence in the 1980s, Bellomo made a significant impact during his time with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. Known for his high-energy performances and charismatic presence, he combined technical wrestling skill with impressive agility, quickly winning over fans and establishing himself as a reliable and entertaining competitor. After his memorable run in the WWF, Bellomo continued to showcase his talents in various wrestling promotions throughout the 1990s and beyond. Notably, he competed in Eastern Championship Wrestling, later rebranded as Extreme Championship Wrestling, where his veteran experience added depth to the roster. Bellomo also wrestled extensively across Europe, particularly in the Catch Wrestling Association, further cementing his international reputation. His adaptability and passion for the craft allowed him to connect with diverse audiences and remain relevant through changing wrestling eras. Outside the ring, Bellomo was deeply committed to the wrestling community. He took on the role of trainer, generously sharing his knowledge and skills with up-and-coming wrestlers, helping to shape the next generation of talent. His dedication to teaching underscored his love for the sport and his desire to give back. Salvatore Bellomo remained active in wrestling until his later years, demonstrating a lifelong devotion to the industry. Sadly, after a courageous battle with cancer, fans and peers remember Bellomo not only for his in-ring accomplishments, but also for his enduring spirit and the positive mark he left on professional wrestling worldwide. His legacy lives on through those he inspired and the many memories he created inside and outside the squared circle. The wrestling pro, born on June 4, 1938, was a legendary figure in professional wrestling, admired for his rare combination of athleticism and captivating showmanship. From the moment he stepped into the ring, his explosive style and dynamic moves thrilled audiences, quickly earning him a devoted fan base. What set him apart was not only his in-ring talent, but also his unforgettable persona, highlighted by a distinctive mask and vibrant, colorful ring attire that added an aura of mystery and excitement to his performances. Throughout his career, the wrestling pro took part in many high-profile matches and fierce rivalries, demonstrating remarkable skill and resilience. His charisma extended beyond the ring, as he was equally adept at connecting with fans during promotional events and interviews. This ability to engage audiences helped cement his reputation as one of wrestling's most beloved icons. He inspired countless young wrestlers, constantly emphasizing the values of dedication, passion, and hard work required to succeed in the demanding world of professional wrestling. Outside the spotlight, the wrestling pro was deeply committed to giving back. He was known for his philanthropic efforts, actively supporting numerous charitable causes and community initiatives. This generosity, combined with his professionalism and humility, made him a respected role model not just in wrestling, but in the wider community. The wrestling pro's influence on the sport is profound and lasting. Sadly, but his legacy endures through the countless fans he inspired and the many wrestlers who followed in his footsteps. Remembered as a pioneer who helped shape professional wrestling into the popular spectacle it is today, he left behind an indelible mark filled with unforgettable moments and treasured memories. Ronnie Aaron Killings, known to wrestling fans worldwide as R-Truth, has been an unmistakable presence in professional wrestling and entertainment for over 2 decades. Born January 19, 1972, in Charlotte, North Carolina, Killings has forged a unique career that blends athleticism, charisma, music, and comedy in a way that few performers in WWE history have managed. Standing approximately 6 feet 1 inch tall, 1.85 meters, and weighing near 220 pounds, 99.8 kilograms, R-Truth's physical stature matches his larger-than-life personality. Over the years, he has become beloved by fans not only for his in-ring skills, but also for his infectious humor, relatable persona, and ability to connect with audiences on multiple levels. Currently signed with World Wrestling Entertainment on WWE and performing on the SmackDown brand, R-Truth's journey in WWE and wrestling, in general, has been marked by a fascinating evolution. From his early days in developmental territories to his rise in Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, TNA, his return to WWE's main rosters, and his remarkable tenure as a comedic yet respected figure, Killings's career encapsulates the trials, triumphs, and transformations of a professional wrestling icon. However, in recent years, R-Truth has faced challenges that underscore the physical and mental toll wrestling exacts: injury setbacks, backstage uncertainty, and widespread speculation about his future amid WWE's corporate changes. This article explores the full scope of R-Truth's professional path, his significance to the wrestling world, his recent career hurdles, the swirling rumors about his status, fan reactions, and what lies ahead for this resilient performer. A trailblazer in wrestling, breaking barriers and setting records. Ronnie Killings' impact on professional wrestling extends beyond his entertaining character work. He is also recognized as a trailblazer who broke significant barriers in the sport. Before WWE fans knew him as R-Truth, Killings made a name for himself in Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, TNA, where he became one of the first African-American wrestlers to hold the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. This achievement was monumental, not only in terms of wrestling prestige, but also in broadening opportunities for black wrestlers within the historically exclusionary industry. Killings' championship reigns in TNA were instrumental in challenging stereotypes and proving that wrestlers of diverse backgrounds could main event major promotions and carry the top title. His success helped pave the way for future generations of African-American talent to aspire toward the highest accolades in professional wrestling. After his stint in TNA, Ronnie returned to WWE and found a different niche. Instead of chasing world titles, he carved out a unique space as a comedic yet multifaceted performer who could elevate even the simplest segments with his charisma. He became especially famous for his record-breaking reigns as 24/7 champion, a title WWE introduced with a fun and chaotic rule, allowing it to be defended anywhere at any time, resulting in frequent and unexpected title changes. R-Truth set the record with over 50 reigns as 24/7 champion, turning the belt into a vehicle for endless laughter, creative skits, and memorable moments. Whether teaming with stars like The Miz, interacting with Carmella, or involving the fictional Little Jimmy, an invisible child friend who was a source of many hilarious backstage segments, R-Truth kept fans hooked. His ability to reinvent himself within WWE's ever-shifting landscape, especially given his age and the competitive nature of the business, testifies to his adaptability, passion, and dedication. A multi-talented entertainer. Wrestling meets music and comedy. One of R-Truth's most distinguishing qualities is his versatility. Beyond wrestling, Ronnie Killings is a skilled rapper and musician, seamlessly incorporating his music into his wrestling persona. Throughout his career, his entrances have often been accompanied by his own original songs, and his in-ring promos frequently featured rap elements that heightened his character's authenticity. This musical talent allowed him to cross over into entertainment beyond wrestling, broadening his appeal and enhancing his storytelling on WWE programming. His musical interludes and comedic timing created a distinct brand that set him apart from more traditional wrestling characters. This blend of athleticism, humor, and music has helped R-Truth build a fan base that appreciates his many layers. For many fans, he is the embodiment of fun, unpredictability, and genuine connection, attributes that have helped sustain his career long past the typical prime years for wrestlers. Recent career struggles, injury and aging challenges. Despite his enduring popularity, the physical demands of wrestling have taken a toll on R-Truth's body, especially as he has entered his 50s. In late 2022, Killings suffered a serious injury during an NXT match against rising star Grayson Waller, tearing his quadriceps muscle, a debilitating injury that sidelined him for months. A quadriceps tear is particularly severe for athletes, as it affects leg strength, mobility, and explosiveness, key attributes for any professional wrestler. Recovery from such an injury is often lengthy and complicated, sometimes exceeding a year, with ongoing rehabilitation and risk of reduced performance levels. For an athlete like R-Truth, who relies on agility, quickness, and physical comedy, the injury was a significant setback. When he returned to WWE programming in late 2023, it was clear to some fans and insiders that the high-flying, explosive version of R-Truth was no longer the same. While he still delivered the charisma and comedic elements that made him famous, his in-ring movement was noticeably more cautious and limited. WWE has, therefore, appeared to shift his role more toward comedy skits, backstage segments, and occasional matches, rather than pushing him as a top-tier in-ring competitor. This transition reflects the company's awareness of his physical condition and an effort to preserve him while still utilizing his talents in less physically demanding ways. The backstage rumor mill, contract uncertainty and role changes. The last few months have seen the rumor mill surrounding R-Truth's WWE future intensify, fueled by reports of internal debates over his contract status and potential role changes within the company. With WWE's recent merger with UFC under TKO Group Holdings, many wrestlers, especially aging veterans with high salaries, face uncertain futures, as corporate restructuring often leads to talent cuts or contract renegotiations. Sources close to the industry have suggested that R-Truth's contract was approaching renewal in mid-2025, and that WWE was considering offering him a Legends contract. Such deals typically reduce in-ring duties and instead focus on appearances at fan conventions, autograph signings, and occasional special events. This would be a way to honor his legacy without requiring the physical risks associated with regular wrestling. Moreover, some insiders claimed WWE considered transitioning him into a full-time backstage role, such as a producer, creative consultant, or backstage interviewer, positions that still keep him involved but away from the ring's physical demands. Despite these rumors, R-Truth himself has publicly expressed his desire to keep wrestling. In a March 2025 interview on the Out of Character podcast, he emphasized that as long as fans still wanted to see him act a fool in the ring, he was ready to perform. He also hinted at big plans WWE had for him later in the year, but remained tight-lipped on details. This pushback against speculation highlights R-Truth's passion for wrestling and desire to maintain his in-ring presence despite the challenges. Fan reactions, loyalty, nostalgia, and calls for a proper send-off. The wrestling community has remained fiercely loyal to R-Truth, showing admiration and support for his long career. On social media platforms like Twitter, now X, and Reddit wrestling forums, fans have been vocal in calling for WWE to provide R-Truth with a proper retirement storyline, one that honors his decades of contribution, rather than letting him fade quietly from view. Many fans suggest a farewell tour culminating in a high-profile match at WrestleMania or SummerSlam, offering R-Truth a chance to go out on his own terms and receive the respect he deserves. They argue that his legacy as a comedic genius and groundbreaking athlete deserves a grand send-off, complete with fanfare and celebration. However, there is a split opinion. While some embrace his comedic segments, others feel WWE's focus on booking him solely for humor undermines his earlier, more serious accomplishments. They worry newer fans may only see R-Truth as a joke character rather than appreciating his trailblazing success in the wrestling world. This tension is emblematic of WWE's broader challenge with aging talent, balancing legacy, entertainment, and realistic performance expectations in an industry obsessed with youth and physical prowess. The Judgment Day. Storyline, mixed messages, and missed opportunities. In early 2025, WWE scripted a quirky angle involving R-Truth and the heel faction, The Judgment Day, consisting of Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and others. In the storyline, R-Truth mistakenly believed he was a member of the Judgment Day, but was repeatedly attacked by the faction, leading to comedic moments and sympathy from the audience. Some insiders speculated this angle was a subtle test by WWE to see if R-Truth could be reintroduced in a more serious, emotionally charged storyline, possibly culminating in a final feud to give him a dignified send-off. However, as of April 2025, no such push materialized. The segment remained largely comedic, leaving fans to wonder if WWE missed an opportunity to honor Killings's athleticism and legacy with a meaningful farewell arc. The future of R-Truth, Hall of Fame and beyond. Despite uncertainty, few doubt Ronnie Killings' eventual place in wrestling history will be secure. Most insiders expect him to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, possibly as soon as 2026. His combination of charisma, innovation, longevity, and fan connection makes him a natural candidate. A Hall of Fame induction would celebrate not only his championship wins and wrestling milestones, but also his unique role as an entertainer who bridged music, comedy, and athleticism in the squared circle. What remains to be seen is how WWE and R-Truth will craft his final chapter. Whether through a heartfelt retirement storyline, a Legends contract that honors his legacy, or a behind-the-scenes role that shapes future talent, fans hope that his exit from active competition, whenever it comes, reflects the respect he has earned. Conclusion: a legacy of laughter, loyalty, and breaking barriers. Ronnie Aaron Killings, or R-Truth, stands as one of WWE's most enduring and beloved performers. From his groundbreaking championship reigns to his infectious comedy and musical talents, Killings' journey reflects the highs and lows of professional wrestling. His resilience through injury, his ability to adapt and reinvent, and his unwavering connection with fans showcase a performer who transcends the usual mold of a wrestler. As he navigates the twilight years of his in-ring career, R-Truth symbolizes both the glory and challenges faced by veteran wrestlers. His story remains a reminder that beyond the spectacle of wrestling lies a human being whose passion for the craft endures, willing to act a fool for the fans one last time, or perhaps to transition into a new role that continues to shape the industry he loves. For fans, the hope is clear that WWE and Ronnie Killings will give him the send-off he deserves, celebrating a career defined by laughter, loyalty, and barrier-breaking moments that will never be forgotten.